G'day to all you blokes and Sheilas out there, this is Gareth Priceley's Sinister Siblings, bringing you part 2 of my Fallout New Vegas series. The title's going to be a bit funny because it's both a mission and a bit of a jab. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with this, before I drive myself mad. Yeah, this is my third attempt trying to record this because my audio's been a bit weird in sync.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
Alright, going out the back.
Hey.
Hi there.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you.
Cheers.
Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Okay.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with.
Great.
About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Okay.
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Okay. Interesting.
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Gee, you really would think that's a bad idea, wouldn't you?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
I'm not going to ask that question because I've already seen the amount of times that result gets me.
I'm sure I've got something you like.
Okay. No you don't.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Uh-huh.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Well, in fact, the person who voices Mr. New Vegas is the person who is Mr. Las Vegas in real life. Quite ironic and quite brilliant.
I know that
I'm
thing
dying.
as much as anyone else around here. It mostly
Not
keeps to
really,
itself,
I just
which
make
is
that as a bit of a
fine by
jab.
me. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Well, howdy, partner.
Fine.
I'm gonna do that just a spider now.
Be careful out there.
See ya, lass. Shit. Caught. Let's see now. Explosives, 30. Barter, 32. 23. Medicine, 20. Speech 32. Okay, those are all in good condition. Let's bring that up to 30 just in case. And bring that one there. Okay. That'll do me. Yep. Oh yeah. Wasn't even paying attention to that, was I? Ding. And it just stops. Okay. Repairing the radio.
Feeling thirsty? Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's it? You plan on done trolley work?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Gee, that's a tempting offer, but I think I'll refrain from now. Okay. So, just to make sense of this mission here, the reason why my title is...
Your problem.
Fuck. The reason why I'm titled it Powdered Gangers Official Recipe is because that's what we're gonna do. Yep. So, we've got the current ingredients that we need so far. One laser pistol, and about 88 rounds of ammo. So, all we need later on are some powder gangers. And some luck. Hopefully I can get that luck.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all.
Yeah, that makes
Off to
sense.
a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares.
Thanks.
So, you feel like playing a game?
Not at the moment.
Yeah. He doesn't look tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Looks can be deceiving.
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
Sharing the same grave. Well, I've already been dug out of one. I don't plan on going to another.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Got it. Okay, so I know for a fact that I just loot half the place here. That stuff. Nice. Yank some of those away. Doctor's bag, yeast. I keep forgetting what to use yeast for. Nor do I care these days, honestly. Dirty water. Nice, more energy cells. And I can't unlock that yet. Oh, I'll come back for them. Okay. God, is it getting dark out already? Shit. So most of the titles I'm going to have for these videos are sort of inside jokes. I don't even care about copyright anymore, I just had enough of it.
Sticking around Good Springs.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about. However,
Okay, I've heard this discussion about 1,000 times. I don't need to hear any more of
a
it.
silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
Seems
Easy
easy.
Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
That'll be all.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Yep.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Got it. Shouldn't take me too long. Now let's talk with Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Shit. Where the hell does this guy keep his dynamite? Okay, look at this. Okay, that's active, finally. Took me some time to figure that one out. Well, not figure it out, I just didn't get around to doing it.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Ow.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Like a true capitalist, yes, I understand.
Take it.
Why are there so many radios in this town? God damn, this pistol is big. I just noticed that. Stupidly sized. Also, I fixed up my intro a bit as well, so hopefully that should help.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone.
True.
Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
Cheers. Now, about that pistol, I'm pretty sure I can fix it up by now. Wherever the hell it, it's back here. Or I'm losing my mind. Probably the latter. Where are ya? There you are. Done. Not that I'm gonna need this thing yet, am I? Okay. Let's get ready for some powdered gangers, shall we? Assuming I don't stuff this up. Ringo!
So what's going on? Sonny agree to help us?
Where's Paul, George, and John?
Well, I guess that means... Alright, I'm...
Time to look alive. At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up.
Okay.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
The fight begins at sunset. Now, if I can at least turn one of them into ash, I'll consider my recipe a success. Come on, mate. You will do. Nope, that's not it. Damn. Ah, curses. Damn it. Even it has to be Joe Cobb. Hit him. Yes! My recipe is perfect. Yeah, I know. Good. My recipe worked. And let's just loot everything.
I owe you a huge favor for this.
You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan Camp.
Got it. Oops. And last guy over here. So there you have it. The powdered Ganger's recipe. It works perfectly. And how many people died? Absolutely no one. Okay. With all that being said, I consider this part a complete success. So I'll see you all another time. Cheery!